It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there. Good morning to you on Friday. Glad you're with us. Glad it's Friday. The weekend is here, and hope you have some great plans, or maybe no plans at all, which sometimes is the best plan. At any rate, we're glad you're with us this morning, and we got some news to tell you about. But first, we want to tell you about something that we're proud to be part of.
Yes, Around the Ozarks is a proud sponsor of the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. The Radiothon is happening today. We are using our show, ATO, to help out all the kids and doctors and families at the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals at Cox Health. When you donate money during this Radiothon, all of that money stays locally and helps families in need who are right here in the greater Springfield area. So when you give any amount, it all pools together to help provide life-saving care and equipment and support for kids who are in need and in the hospital. And you never know when it might be yours, maybe your child, grandchild, or family member. You can call right now. The phone line's 417-447-4266, or go to aroundtheozarks.com and you can make a gift of any size. Again, that number 417-447-4266. And thank you in advance for everybody who takes part in that good work there at Cox Health. All right, in the news now, Springfield Public Schools Superintendent says she's excited to get back to class in a couple weeks, and she is celebrating the successes from last year. Here's some of the highlights from Dr. Granita Lathan. She says the students and community will now have access to 6 new storm shelters that were needed in the community that are now finished. Also, parents can watch for their child's bus in real time on the Where's My Bus app that was launched by the district. Also, last year saw a record graduation rate of 94.4%, and the new Read to Succeed program helped increase English and language arts test scores by 2.2%. School starts August 19th.
Flies by. Summer flies by, I think, faster every year. It was insanely fast when I was a kid, but maybe it's faster now as an adult. I don't know.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, in Willow Springs schools, the superintendent there is having to let some staff members go. He says it's due to lower enrollment numbers than expected. Also, what he called faulty financial predictions about that enrollment. So now the school cannot afford to keep up with expenditures and teacher pay, which obviously is a big problem. So the district has to cut positions to remain sustainable into the future. No exact word on how many at this point. And then in Springfield, the Missouri State Bears have lost a faculty member who was an MSU graduate and who had worked for the university for 22 years. Keith Boaz passed away. Keith oversaw Great Southern Bank Arena, Juanita K. Hammonds Hall, Plaster Stadium, Hammond Student Center, and Betty and Bobby Allison Stadium. No word yet on how he died, but a very sad story. And, of course, we offer our condolences to everyone at MSU who worked and knew him, and friends and family.
Yes. All right, switching gears now. We are in another very hot and dry spell. Springfield City Utilities is reminding residents to voluntarily save water, help everybody out. The company is reminding customers about the even and odd watering program. That means if you have the last number of your address as an even number, you're asked to water on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. If your address ends in an odd number, you can water on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. No watering for anyone on Monday. City Utilities is asking pretty please. All right, this weekend is sure to be a busy one. It's already busy in downtown Springfield, getting set up for the annual Birthplace of Route 66 Festival. There are classic cars, motorcycles, live music, food, vendors, a parade, and even a history lesson to boot, which is cool. The History Museum on the square has a special exhibit called Rediscovering the Mother Road. It's a temporary exhibit where folks can go and learn all about the Mother Road, about how people ate, slept, gassed up their cars while traveling. That display is on right now and will go through the middle of September.
You know, Route 66 really has an incredible history. It is Americana for sure. And it's amazing to me still how many people travel from around the world to come here because of what they've seen in the movies about Route 66 and drive the route.
Yeah, cool.
And I don't know how they feel about it once they get here and see it and do it, because it's changed quite a bit since its heyday. But it's neat, nevertheless, that they come. I have a friend who owns a restaurant on Route 66, and it's a big part of what they do is see visitors that come in and just want to be part of it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And we learned a ton when we were at KY3 and when we first started the festival. Very, very cool.
Yeah, we were part of a documentary special on the route and all of that sort of thing. So that was, very informative for sure. This is cool. Nix's star offensive lineman and the number one high school prospect in the country in the 2026 class handed out backpacks to a group of kids at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Springfield. Good for him. Jackson Cantwell is entering his senior year at Nixa High School. A couple of teammates spent some time with those kids doing the giveaway. He's working toward his NFL career and is going to be one of showing kindness, it sounds like. Cantwell has committed to play college football at the University of Miami before he gets to the NFL. As for his senior year of high school, Nixa opens its season at Republic on August 29th. So it's almost football season. And football is one of those weird seasons, especially the pro and college football, where it starts out and it's insanely hot for some of the games. And then by the end of it, it's snowing and it's very cold.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Speaking of Nixa versus Republic, tonight in Republic, there's some fun stuff going on. They are having movie night at the AMP. They'll be showing the movie If. It's going to be tonight at the Republic J.R. Martin Park. I almost said Rec Center. It's not at the Rec Center. It's at the J.R. Martin Park in Republic. Tickets are $2 and it includes free popcorn. It is outside. Should be a fantastic time. Activities, lots of activities that start at 7:00 and the movie will start at 8:30. Now, that is one of many different activities happening all around the Ozarks this weekend. And if you check out our website, aroundtheozarks.com, there is an event calendar. You will see that on Saturday, the Farmers Market of the Ozark is back. So Farmers Market's always a great time. Just good family fun. You can go down there and find some produce from local farmers. And that's going to be this weekend as well. So there's a lot of things going on, including the Route 66 Festival. But check out all the events at aroundtheozarks.com. As well as our contest. We are wrapping up that contest. So go ahead and get your entry in today. Just click on contest and you can see it is the 3-year anniversary of Around the Ozarks News. And with that, we are doing giveaways. We're giving away $100 to Jim's Steakhouse, as well as a 4-pack of tickets to a Springfield Cardinals baseball game and tickets to the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema.
Yeah.
So if you want to go watch a movie, watch a baseball game, should be a great time. We hope that you will play and enter to win right now in our contest, aroundtheozarks.com.
And before we wrap up on this Friday, just one more time, we are raising money and working to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals at Cox Health. So you can call the Life Save line 417-447-4266, or you can go to aroundtheozarks.com, the website Sarah was just telling you about. You can also enter the contest there. You can also check out the events calendar there. And you can
There's
also
a lot going on online.
You can also donate there. So it's a one-stop shop, aroundtheozarks.com, to donate to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, because one of the great things about what they do is all of that money that you donate stays local to help local kids and local families.
Good stuff. All right. Happy weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And we hope to see you back here on Monday morning.
See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is going to be a hot and sunny day in the Ozarks today. We have a heat advisory that goes into effect, and overall, it's just feeling like summertime here in the Ozarks on this Friday afternoon. We're starting out very warm this morning. Morning numbers are in the 70s. You don't need a long sleeve shirt this morning. Believe it or not, just a week ago, we were talking about the nice cool temperatures with lows in the 50s. It's a different story today. And through the weekend, I have additional chances for temperatures that are going to make it to the upper 90s with high heat index values to go with them. So prepare for the heat. It is with us to stay. We have this little late week heat wave in the forecast. A little bit of cloud cover out there yesterday. The lucky few in our far northern counties got a little rain shower yesterday. Others just stayed hot, sunny, and very humid across the region. In fact, our western counties under a heat advisory yesterday. That's a bit more widespread today as high temperatures. I'm expecting them to climb to near 98 degrees in Springfield. In fact, it could be one of the hottest days in terms of actual temperature. Heat index value likely topping 105 to near 110 degrees. It's going to be a scorcher out there. Just prepare for that. We do have a breeze, however. Winds out of the south at 5 to 15 miles an hour. It's possible that we see winds gust to 20 miles an hour. So if you can find some shade, it might provide a little bit of relief. Need one of those Mr. Fan things, though, on a day like this to have that breeze really feel effective. Hot and humid through much of the weekend forecast. We're going to hold on to these very warm temperatures both Saturday and Sunday. I've got a chance for rain in the forecast Saturday and Sunday. It's not going to be this overwhelming chance, but a little spot shower is going to be possible. I do expect that to be the case as we head into the weekend forecast. Rain chances, possible. They're also possible into early next week, but nothing looks widespread in the forecast. And that's really my message to you. Overall, we're talking about this big ridge of high pressure, bubble of hot air. It's going to bring the heat, bring the humidity, and yes, it may bring some daily rain chances beginning tomorrow, but they're not enough to cool us down. It's only the lucky few that see the showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures through the weekend are still going to be incredibly hot. 97 for that high temperature on Saturday, 96, my forecasted high temperature on Sunday. So if you have outdoor plans, all the heat safety rules apply this weekend. I expect that we see about a 10% chance for rain both Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll hold on to those low-end rain chances, about a 20 to 30% chance by the time Monday of next week rolls around. We could use a little shower too. It's starting to get pretty dry in a few areas around the country today where most of the rain and storm activity is going to be centered. It's up in the northern tier of the country, an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms today for portions of the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley. We also have extreme heat warnings and heat advisories for much of southeastern California and the desert Southwest. We've, of course, got the heat advisory headlines here in the Missouri Ozarks, northern Arkansas, and those stretch back down into portions of Oklahoma and Texas. We continue to see showers and thunderstorms also for parts of the upper and middle Mississippi Valley, the upper Great Lakes, and the Ohio Valley. So lots of folks getting some rainfall today. Unfortunately, I think our rain chances are going to be very low. We're staying dry in the forecast today with high temperatures topping nearly 98 degrees. It's going to be a scorcher. All right, here's a look at the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Yesterday, I asked this: which weather phenomenon, often peaking in the month of August, can lead to dangerous rip currents along coastlines due to increased tropical activity? Do you think this is A, storm surge, B, water spout, C, nor'easter, or D, Santa Ana winds? Which weather phenomenon peaking in August leads to dangerous rip currents along coastlines because of increased tropical activity? That would be A, storm surge. And storm surge is often one of those things that I think is misunderstood. Storm surge is an abnormal water level rise, and it's generated by a storm over and above the predicted astronomical tide. So storm tide is the water level rise due to the combination of storm surge and the astronomical tide. But congrats. If storm surge was your answer, that's the correct one for today. Here's your quiz question. This is for Monday morning. What is the term for warm, dry winds that can occur in August in Southern California, often increasing wildfire risk? Do you think that's A, Chinook, B, Santa Ana, C, Habab, or D, Mistral? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. I appreciate you listening to Around the Ozarks this morning. Thanks for listening. And thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a fantastic weekend. Find a way to beat the heat and stay cool this weekend. Heat advisory in effect this afternoon. I'll be back to chat with you first thing Monday morning.